Okay, so what is ascension? We're collectively going through a process that we could call ascension, and it's happening regardless of what we do. Basically, it means that we're expanding from the limitation of the belief in separation and individuality into expanded awareness, universality, unity consciousness. So we're taking a very, very big step into much bigger experience of life. And this is happening no matter what we do. We're collectively in the middle of this process. But the individual choice does matter, and it matters to the individual very much, how well we're actually able to flow with this transformation and as it's taking place. So it's really a great classroom of learning, for all of us to be in this time, and it maybe possibly it's going to be challenging. It all depends very much on how we align ourselves with this process, and that is what brings me to talk more about a very specific kind of ascension, and that is the Ishayas Ascension. It is a very specific kind of inner technology that's given to us by the Ishayas, the great teachers, enlightened masters, and they call it the Art of Ascension. So Art of Ascension is basically a set of partially individualized techniques for the mind, and they work regardless of belief. They're universal, and no matter who you are, where you're from, ascension is something that you can use and it will work. Ascension process, as taught by the Ishayas, simply directs the mind inwards and connects the individual with pure consciousness, pure being, whatever name you want to give it. It doesn't really matter. The individual has the direct personal experience of that, and that is the most important thing. That is what has the power to change life. If you try to change your beliefs, it probably won't do very much, and you can rearrange the surface ideas and thoughts and situations, and it will always keep changing. But when we're connecting with that deeper aspect of ourselves, we're actually connecting with something that is stable and doesn't change, and that is something that is very important in this kind of time of transformation that we're going through. At the same time as the mind connects with pure consciousness and settles into peace, the body also becomes restful and actually becomes more deeply resting than even that of the deepest sleep at night. So the mind and the body both are working at their highest potential when we make that connection. It's a mechanical process in the way that every time we use what we call the ascension attitudes, the techniques, they work. It's mechanical, but of course, like any kind of art or skill, it takes practice and it takes time to master it. And this is obvious for anybody who's ever done anything in life where you try to learn a skill or master something. So ascension is definitely a skill to learn, but one that is so useful because it basically will affect every part of your life, because we're actually touching the root of our being, and whatever we do at the root level is going to affect the entire picture, the whole. I know the world is busy. Most of us are busy. doing stuff and you might think that, I don't have the time, or maybe you already have a spiritual practice and you're not really looking for anything else. There can be myriad of different situations. But even with that, it's definitely worth the time and effort to discover for yourself what the Ishayas are offering. Basically, Ascension is a tool to find the resonance of pure being in your own self, something that's always present, never changes. It is the reality of who we are. So if there is even a little bit of curiosity in you to find out how the Ishayas approach this and what the Ishayas are teaching about consciousness and how to expand consciousness through choice, then connect with this great teaching. What do you have to lose? You have an infinity to gain. So join us and see what Ascension is through your own direct experience.